Leaving out from where we left off, the builds of the first dynastic pharaohs. 480 years later, those first arrived would one day in the third dynasty Old Egypt rulers, those born as the Solomon kings, arrive next. Biblical records recall this event as the birth of the sons of Noah, remembering Noah for its original word meanings: resting place, destination, arrival, a place, an event in oldest Hebrew.
Once been a word, never a name.
Finding very solid indicators.
All those Bibles carrying the exact same measures used here in this example using the King Edward New Version.
A fine example to draw from, holding within there all the same measure shared into the great many Bibles over different faiths, languages and cultures throughout the world. A quick read there, bringing us all up to date.
Measures, the house of God, shared by all.
The temple that King Solomon built for the Lord was 60 cubits long, 20 cubits wide, 30 high. The portico at the front of the main hall of the temple extended the width of the temple, this is 20 cubits, and projected out 10 cubits from the front of the temple. Against the walls of the main hall and inner sanctuary, he built a structure around the building in which there were side rooms.
Going on to record over 40 individual measures down to a finest detail.
Added into by the already exacting measures of Genesis, matching to equal a same. The measurements found in the world's shared Bibles of many different faiths and cultures, matching there, each holding a key to finally unlocking before our eyes the town plan upon the ground, the Giza Plateau.
Finally, here in our time, able again to understand. Able once more, here in our time, as all our shared ancestors hoped one day we might, able to recognize there the home once man built for a God. Hang on to those chairs tight, hold on to your hats, as next we take a ride upon our learning journey, out from original knowledge, unfolding what it was. 200 years of Egyptology myth every blessed bishop, cardinal and pope could never grasp. Arriving here, available to your eyes, your ears, to witness.
We might wisely first step out in seeking advice on a building. Perhaps consider advice from a builder, finding
perhaps the biggest discovery in all of mankind's time of discovering anything. Found once more. The house man once built for all our shared Creator. A biblical house for a God. Being found woven within a comparison of measure when applied.
Reading out from 1 Kings, King Edward New Version Bible.
Total walls, the house of Solomon, 60 cubits.
Front porch walls, each 20 cubit.
Deepest measure,
30 cubits. Our learning journey continuing from here. Could a first early dynasty's 300 cube in the dimensions been laid down to build an ark? Is it possible the advice is given to Noah at 300 cubes?
the measure of an ark, would equal that of a later 4th dynasty's lesser number of 30, but much larger size of a sacred measure. Two totally differing measures, yet when applied side by side, equaling an exact same. Hand firm on the rudder, staying firm to the math principle of how one measures a truncated triangle, its depth, its height, taken from a total length. The divine measures given for Solomon at 30 cubes, making for his 55.235 meters, his measure in the size of a royal sacred cube, used to next scale out from the height of the house of Solomon at 30 royal cubes, 1,657.05 meters, found matching to the thickness of a cigarette tobacco paper, matching exactly the 300 shorter length cubits, the measure gifted to Noah to build the ark. Returning now, reading again out from, starting from 1 Kings, King Edward New Version Bible, quoting, each front porch walls at 20 cubes in length. Reading there, says each front porch walls. Doesn't say porch wall or both porch walls. Says each, meaning many. Applying next what it is each those spiritual chronicles dearly tell. In each porch at 20 cubits long, within the sacred ceremony of Saket, her drawing the cord, setting the line, building there upon it on the southeast corners of each grand pyramid, touching their foundations, 20 cubes, each porch on either side, each equal a same. First starts out corner of the satellite Menkaure pyramid, its red granite capstone still there in place, stretches out to the far till it reaches the house of Hernetzen. The house of Hernetzen found reference there upon the famous Giza inventory stela, found in place in the Isis temple, its text on the walls written by the great King Menkaure, ruler, 4th dynasty, laid down, prepared a town plan, there still today to be seen. A town plan matching the words of God. 3 porches equal in measure, right down to the thickness of a tiny hair. Rejoice, rejoice, ye faithful, know in your heart, passed down through deep time, all ye did each your divine duty, protected there God's words unchanged, passed down unchanged through deep time. Continuing our learning journey, returning, reading again out from 1 Kings, the King Edward New Version Bible. The temple that King Solomon built for the Lord was 60 cubits long, can be found there, still in place today, to be measured upon. Each side 20 cubes, 3 sides, equaling 60 cubes. 60 cubes, 3,314.1 meters in total. Pi, an arrival of pi math entering into a mere measure unleashes upon the house a brand new dimension. From within the centre, an eternal flame, a creator's own language, talking out from math. The temple that King Solomon built for the Lord was 60 cubits long, 20 cubits wide, 30 high. The measures, in the words from God, matching so accurate. No difference in the measure between them, more than a tiny speck of light. Join us again, learning more in Series 3, A Magician's Sleight of Hand, opening up all the land. Opening a flood to the waters, moving beneath our feet in the soils to arrive once again. Welcome the Golden Age.